Hello, this is Joe Pryor, the virtual real estate team in Oklahoma. Excuse me, I'm having a little problem with my jaw. And we primarily and exclusively actually work with investors for the Oklahoma City and the Tulsa real estate market. I want to mention again something I talk about periodically, which is property management and the importance of property management. You know, the thing that I've said before in videos is that I can be perfect, which obviously you know is not possible, but let's just say I was. Let's say that everything that I do, every third party that I have has been perfect. The lender, the builder, the inspector, the insurance agent, everything is fantastic. But comes this magical event, which is called closing, and the keys are handed over to a property manager, and everything can go south at that point, and I've seen it happen. About 20 years ago, I was discovered by California investment groups, primarily technology people, but others. And the reason why they found me is because I embraced the internet early, talked a lot about it, wrote a lot of articles about investors, the millionaire next door type people that were getting wealthy. And so I was chosen at that point. And you know, I had never done anything on a mass scale. I had a pretty good portfolio, but nothing on the level that was offered in 2004. And I had to find property management. And believe me, it was a painful experience. I chose the best property manager that there was in Oklahoma City at that time. And I can tell you how many phone calls I had, at least 5 a day. It was driving me nuts, all right? Mainly because as good as maybe they were versus anybody else, they were unacceptable to any investor that cared about their money. And so I got tired of the phone calls. The one thing that I know about property management, if I don't get any calls, things are going great. If I got a ton of calls every day, it's a disaster. So what I did, and I was out in California, I was in San Francisco speaking in a seminar. And I knew this property manager out of Dallas, Texas that was outstanding in the Texas market. And I approached the head of this one company and I said, look, I want to stay. I want to keep this thing going. I'm enthused like crazy, but I can't handle all these phone calls. I can't handle people yelling at me. I don't like it. Nobody should. I said, can you allow them and their system to come to Oklahoma City? Finally, he relented and said, yes, I had to have the owner of the company there with me. And so what he did is he sent his best property manager to the Oklahoma City market. It was his #1 person in Dallas. And he wanted his own story, wanted his own place. And so he wanted to raise a family. And so he got married, raised a family, and guess what? He is still here. And this particular person is still with me. 17, it'll be 18 years towards the end of this year that we've been working together. Think about that. Most marriages don't last that long, but here we are still working together, resolving any dispute. And guess what? I'm not getting phone calls. And as I said before, I'm #2 on getting called. Property manager's #1. If I don't get any calls, I know people are happy because people love to complain, don't they? So I'm very pleased about that. I'm also pleased for the fact that he's taken his same system to the Tulsa market. So a lot of our investors buy in both Oklahoma City and Tulsa. And so they want the same type of representation, the same system, the same predictability. And believe me, he knows how to take care of people. We don't have to evict people hardly at all, just maybe a couple in 4 years out of about 1,600 properties that we're selling and managing. So it's fantastic. Property management is absolutely essential. It doesn't need to be good. It doesn't need to be better. It needs to be outstanding. And that is what we offer to make sure that you're happy with the investment that you make in the Oklahoma market, because we want you to come back, and that's the only way you will.